Alright, let's look at the high hopper bilateral container bin body. So this actually has two levels in the bottom. Let's see if we can't do a cross section here. We notice from midpoint, there's a wall in the middle. We can pull it from here. Right here is a door. Right there, this round pipe thing in the middle, that's the hinge. Comes out to a door, and it comes out to a center wall. And so we have a bottom and a top ballast. The only reason I came up with this is because when you have tracks, you have a sub ballast and a top ballast. So if you wanted to separate them, you could. You get little mix, maybe. So without freezing that, that's a door on the side here. This is the wall that makes it so you can dump the left or the right. You can dump a bottom ballast and then the top ballast. And then I've come up with a way to devise holding the thing up. Alright, over here is a cylinder where it has a tongue and it meets on an angle bar. So these doors, they raise when raised up. You can jam the rod. You can move the brake cylinder in and forward when they're fully erect. Here's the jacks to jack the doors back up. The brake cylinder. This is a piston that comes out, slides out, and fits in between these tongues to hold the doors up, so you can put a payload on the top. And then so we have a jack, piston pins. As you can see, here's a jack, and then here's a straight column, then here's a diagonal, and then it has a curved ring, so it curves down, and we'll take a look at that in a second. We have hoppers on the bottom, and now let's move towards the end. We'll go back to here. We have, that one shows a good picture of this shows a hopper bin gondola door swinging. So you have the upright, and so this is the middle. Up here is the platform. So we're keeping a bottom left, bottom right, top left, bottom top left, bottom right, top right in the hopper, and then we're gonna move it down. There's the bins, then it comes up, and then we have, this shows how the hoppers are hold together. We have a jack on the outside. This is some kind of piston, probably hydraulic. So we're looking at 3 different hydraulics, 2 vertical and one lateral, one to hold the doors in the lock position to put a payload on top. The other way is, like, if you have a regular hopper and you throw down a tarp in the middle of it to separate the ballast, you probably wouldn't be able to pull the tarp out. So this, and railroads have a sub ballast and a ballast, so this is why I created this car. And then as you can see, here's the different the slope, and then there's the jacks, and then we could go to, let's pan out to a trimetrical view. So we're running, we have the hydraulics at the end, then a slight wall on the top to keep them out of the tails of the cars. And then over here, this is what it looks like going this way. We have cylinders, jack, and then that's my idea for let's see what goes that way. It's from top to the bottom. We have a bottom floor, and it comes up. So it's slanted, comes up. Here we hit the doors, and then wall, and the rest of the jack. And we'll turn section off, and we'll go back to a side view. So that's the hopper, double bin barrel, double payload, bilateral container, double payload. Hopper. I didn't draw any hopper gates. I guess they're on the bottom. They're in the bottom. So that's the hopper by lateral container bin. So have a good day.